What's up, guys? Back here, Archeage Unchained. Let's talk about castle dailies. I haven't touched upon this. This is something that took a while for me to understand and what they're all about. There's a couple castle dailies that you can do for each castle that you have claimed. Probably the easiest one to do is this one right here at the farm manager. So you start the conversation. He's going to ask you for a item that is around the castle area. He's going to give you some pennants and a territory resource coin. So we already went ahead and grabbed the flaming log from around our castle. So you can see our castle's there. And then the flaming logs, for example, are like right around this area. Very, very easy. Just a simple fetch quest. So a couple minutes to do that. These silver coins here are very important because you actually need 2 of them to do one of your daily quests. So you also have this one right here. This is the territory manager. This one is a kill quest. This one, you kill 100 monsters. They have to be purified monsters. So you're required to have your heroes purify the zones. And then you get a nice amount of rewards. The heroes have to purify this zone right here in the Calmlands, for example, anywhere the purification area. So each zone has one of these that needs to be purified. And once purified, it's purified for around 3 or so days, which means all the mobs around it turn into the purification mobs, which you can then go ahead and kill. You need to kill 100 of those mobs to end up completing this quest. And then you have this quest over here. This is the help the supplies in the castle. You go over to this right here, the territory research workbench, and it's going to require 2 of the territory resource coins. You get these from completing the other quests, and you spend 2 of them to make a trade pack. You'll notice there's different names on the trade pack, like alchemy, cooking, handicrafting. The nice thing here is that they're all the exact same, but whatever one you pick, if you pick the alchemy one, the 250 labor points that you spent is going to raise your alchemy proficiency. So this is a way to help raise your proficiency on certain craft. It's very helpful on like weaponry and printing, for example, machining. Some of the harder crafts to actually raise up, you can raise up this way by using these territory coins and by clicking, okay, I want to raise my machining 250, click craft, and you're going to craft the trade pack, and then this is going to raise your machining proficiency. So machining is one of the very hardest ones to actually train up, so is weaponry. Highly recommend you use this to your advantage to help build up your proficiency. So this is going to require you to take this trade pack over to the silo, the territory warehouse over here. And every Wednesday, it has a special event where you have to transport all these packs that is in the silo over to this area for Calmlands. So it's like the faction base area. Everyone will have their own transportation zone. You can see it looks like it's going to be right here. It's got this kind of like cup. So this one's going to be right here, it looks like. And this one over here is going to be like right here. Those are the daily quests. There is, I believe, one more quest to help bring a trade pack to the castle and build the castle walls. I'm not sure exactly where it is. You also have another daily quest here in the center, and this is to get your bathing suit. So you get your bathing suit, which allows you to sit in the pool and gain more labor. And so the main reason why you're like, why do we want to do these? Why do we want to do our castle dailies? Like, what's the good things about this? You're going to be getting these coins, territory coins, and if you pull up the folio, and you search for what the coins are used for, you'll notice there's quite a bit of items that are very important and pretty cool. So the main thing that most people are probably going to want to get right away is the small wyvern. So it's like a baby dragon, and it's going to cost you 30 territory coins, 30 blue salt bonds, and then 1 of the blazing wind spirit leather, and 1 blazing cloud spun fabric. So these things are very, very hard to craft. A lot of materials required to make these. But again, this is just simply gold. And as you're progressing here in Archeage Unchained, you're starting to realize that the be-all, end-all currency is kind of honor. You need honor for upgrading kind of like everything, your necklace, your gear. Honor is the most important item to have in the game. Gold is really like a secondary currency. So using a lot of gold to buy these materials is not that important. The small wyvern is pretty cool. I've seen a couple with these out there in the world. Then there's also the equipment for the wyvern. Only costs 1 coin right there. But so this is probably the first thing that you're going to want. 30 of those and then 1 coin each. There's also this. Very, very expensive now. So like earlier we talked about not really caring about gold and everything but the mats. But this is requiring 40 of the blazing, 10 of each of these blazing items. And that's a ton of gold. That's probably going to be like 100,000 gold to craft all of these mats right here. And it still requires 160 territory coins and 150 blue salt bonds. It's a very, very expensive. This can only be used by knights of rank 1 or higher as well. I'm pretty sure that this can also be upgraded into a 16 speed mount. Because, you know, with it costing so much, it damn sure should be able to. And then next up, you have these infusions. Infusions are actually used for Aranor weapons and armor. And this is the in-game stuff. So Haram is kind of like your catch-up starter gear. Most people are going to be happy with Haram and just stay there. But an Aranor weapon and armor is best in slot. And unless they do something dramatic and change it, it's still best in slot in Korea. Haram is pretty good. Very, very close. It's definitely the easier option. But you can see you need the territory coins to craft these infusions, which give you synthesis XP, which level up your weapons and armor. Essentially, these are what you feed your Aranor weapons and armor to make them grow. They're very, very expensive. The mats, there's tons of mats that you're going to need. But if you don't have the territory coins, you cannot make these. And the territory coins are untradeable. So you have to do your dailies to get these coins. You can only get a max of, I believe it's like 3 coins a day. If you do all your territory dailies per castle. So if your faction owns all 4 castles, you can get, I believe, approximately 12 coins a day. That seems like a lot, but you're going to be needing a ton of EXP to level up your Aranor gear. For people that are doing Haram, you can also use the coins to actually get Radiant Haram infusions. It's going to take 1 blue salt bond and 1 territory coin. A lot of these players are doing this currently, especially with the infusion event going on for the next day or so. People are just spamming using all the coins to do this. This is still a great choice. If you are going Haram and like, okay, I really don't want the super in-game grind of Aranor. And that's all that you currently use these coins for. Knowing XL games, though, in the future, they are probably going to have way more uses in the future. So you definitely want to stockpile these, even if you're already, like, I've got my wyvern mounts, my baby wyvern, I'm done with that, I'm good, I'm not really going Aranor, my Haram is already kind of maxed out. Yeah, you still want to stockpile these coins, that you still want to do these dailies. You want to collect these because knowing, like I said, knowing XL Games, they're going to be using these coins for other items in the future, and you're going to want to have these because they are a limited supply. Again, like I said, you can get max 12 a day, I believe, if you have all 4 castles in your server, which I'm pretty sure most servers don't have all 4 castles, which means most people are getting anywhere between 3 to 6 a day max. Alright guys, I will talk to you guys later. If I missed anything or you know anything else about the territory coins that I don't, post it down in the comment section. Love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching, guys.